Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy to.
Some songs do not merely remind you of the 1960s, they return you to them. One familiar note, and you are back in the family car, beside a glowing jukebox, or preparing for a Saturday night. These records carry first dances, summer streets, crowded kitchens, and futures that felt wide open. Beneath every smile is a tender ache, because the good times never announced when they were becoming memories.
Plan the future, I'm busy loving you.
Number 1. Let's Live for Today by the Grassroots. Our journey begins with the sound of being young enough to believe today was all that mattered. The Grassroots released Let's Live for Today in 1967.
Like chasing after money and dreams that can't come true.
Carrying it to number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and making it the title track of their second album. Its path began overseas, evolving from an Italian song into an American anthem.
Don't worry, back tomorrow, hey.
You heard it on car rides with the windows open, at backyard gatherings where someone carried a transistor radio outside, or on evenings when friends had no plans beyond staying together until curfew. Tomorrow seemed impossibly far away.
I think of all the worries people seem to find.
There were no crowded calendars, only the road, the music, and faces you assumed would always be nearby. It urged a generation to live in the moment, never revealing how quickly that moment would become the yesterday they would spend a lifetime missing.
It may be rough going just to do your thing. The hardest.
Number 2. Make Your Own Kind of Music by Cass Elliot.
Sing your own special song. Make your own.
After Living for Today came a harder question. Could you become the person you truly wanted to be? Cass Elliot released Make Your Own Kind of Music in 1969. Turning a Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil composition into an anthem.
You're gonna be nowhere, the loneliest kind.
Although it peaked at number 36. Behind her stood Los Angeles musicians, including drummer Hal Blaine and bassist Joe Osborne. Perhaps it played while you packed for college, started your first job, or boarded a bus toward a town where nobody knew your name. Cass sounded like the friend who understood that choosing your own road could feel lonely.
See someone like you, but you.
Before it felt liberating. Her voice belonged to bedroom radios, uncertain mornings, and private moments when courage had to be borrowed. Its chart run was brief, but its message endured.
They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs.
Sometimes the bravest sound in the world is the one only you can make.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. I said, "Sunny."
Number 3. Sunny by Bobby Hebb.
And Sunny, thank you for the truth you've let me.
Warmth arrives quietly here, like sunlight crossing a kitchen floor after difficult days. Bobby Hebb released Sunny in 1966, and it climbed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100.
So true, I love you.
Its success led Hebb to join the Beatles on their final American tour. Long before that breakthrough, the Nashville musician had appeared on the Grand Ole Opry stage. For many listeners, this was Sunday morning music. Washed cars, family lunches, curtains moving in an open window,
Days are gone, the bright days are here, my sunny one.
and coffee poured before the house awakened. It may bring back the person who brightened a troubled week simply by walking through the door. Perhaps it was a sweetheart, a parent, or a friend whose laughter made everything safer.
And Sunny, thank you for the facts from A.
Sunny carried gratitude without pretending sorrow did not exist. Happiness was not always somewhere we went. Often, it was someone standing beside us. Number 4. Happy Together by the Turtles.
Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together.
Then comes the euphoric jolt. The instant a quiet memory fills with color. Written by Gary Bonner and Alan Gordon, Happy Together became the Turtles' only American number 1 in 1967. It replaced the Beatles' Penny Lane and remained on top for 3 weeks, giving the group its defining hit. This was the record for spotting someone special across a school hallway, dancing beneath paper decorations in the gym,
I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you
or squeezing into a crowded car after the football game. It carried the innocent certainty that companionship could protect you from everything beyond the evening. Even now, its momentum can return the excitement of a ringing telephone and the hope that the caller would be the person you wanted.
you and me, no matter how they toss the dice.
For 3 glorious minutes, love did not feel complicated. It felt like the happiest place on earth. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Number 5, California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas. Longing takes the wheel next, carrying us toward a place that seemed warmer and always beyond reach. John and Michelle Phillips wrote California Dreamin' during a bitter New York winter. And the Mamas and the Papas carried it to number 4. The master grew from an earlier Barry Maguire session, while jazz musician Bud Shank improvised its alto flute solo. You may remember hearing it through a cold car radio while bare trees passed outside. Imagining beaches, sunlight, and another life waiting somewhere west. Yet California was never only a destination. It represented the trip you meant to take. The town you almost moved to, or the future you pictured after graduation. Some records make us homesick for the streets we left. California Dreamin' reaches deeper, making us homesick for the places we once believed we were going. Number 6, Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandellas. Now the memories spill into the neighborhood, where summer seemed to belong to everyone. Released in 1964, Dancing in the Street reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Marvin Gaye, Mickey Stevenson, and Ivy Jo Hunter created it as a joyous invitation, though listeners later heard civil rights, unity, and social change within its call. The record summons pavement warm after sunset. Open hydrants, crowded front porches, and children running through sprinklers while a radio played from an upstairs window. Nobody needed an invitation. One familiar beat could gather a block, drawing teenagers from stoops and parents from screen doors. It later entered the Grammy Hall of Fame and the National Recording Registry. Yet its greatest honor may be simpler. For a few blazing minutes, every street felt like the center of the world, and everyone belonged there. Number 7, Downtown by Petula Clark. After the neighborhood celebration comes the promise of city lights, the feeling that life was unfolding beyond the quiet house. Tony Hatch found the idea for Downtown while walking through New York.
How can you lose? The lights so much brighter.
And Petula Clark's recording reached number 1 in America in 1965. It earned her a Grammy and confirmed her as an international star. You remember getting dressed for Saturday night, checking your reflection, and meeting friends beneath glowing signs. Department store windows shimmered, theater marquees promised adventure, and crowded sidewalks made loneliness feel temporary. Even listeners far from a major city understood the invitation. Somewhere out there were music, conversation,
Don't hang around.
and the possibility that something wonderful might happen before midnight. Downtown made escape sound simple. Step outside, follow the lights, and let the night carry you away. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next.
And as I walked along the thoroughfare,
Number 8, My Hometown by Paul Anka.
And so the music, it goes on and on. All through
The journey slows here, and homesickness finally says its name. Paul Anka wrote and recorded My Hometown in 1960, with Sid Feller providing the arrangement. The single reached number 8 on the American pop chart,
the music came from within my heart. How did it
giving listeners a song already nostalgic before the decade had truly begun. Perhaps it returns the corner store where everyone knew your family, the porch light your parents left burning, or the field where summer afternoons seemed endless.
I only know that I fell in love. I guess the end.
Maybe you remember walking home from school along streets that felt permanent, never imagining the buildings would change or the people would scatter. Your hometown may remain on a map, yet the version you carry is populated by voices no visitor can hear.
Birds were singing.
We rarely miss a place by itself. We miss who waited there, who waved from the window, and who we were when those streets held us close.
Love was out to get me. That's the way it's.
Number 9, I'm a Believer by the Monkees. Just when reflection becomes heavy, this record throws open the door and lets the sunshine rush in. Neil Diamond wrote, I'm a Believer, played acoustic guitar on the session, and watched the Monkees carry it to number 1. 1966, it remained there for 7 weeks, powered by Mickey Dolenz's lead vocal. This was the sound of sudden crushes, unexpected telephone calls, school dances transformed because one person finally smiled back. It recalls the moment when doubt vanished, and an ordinary afternoon began to feel like the opening of a lifelong story. Even cautious hearts could surrender to its optimism. Explain what falling in love feels like. This one recreates the second disbelief becomes certainty. Would you call this one of the happiest love songs of the 1960s? Comment yes if you agree. Number 10, Cherish by The Association. Certainty softens into something delicate now. The affection that trembles before becoming a confession. Terry Kirkman wrote Cherish, and The Association carried it to number 1 in 1966, where it remained for 3 weeks. The recording earned the group Grammy recognition, while their layered harmonies gave the song its weightless tenderness. This belongs to prom nights, corsages, slow dances, and promises whispered beneath dim gymnasium lights. It may return the face you watched across a classroom, or the friend whose name still carries an ache because neither of you said enough. Perhaps it played while your hand rested uncertainly on someone's shoulder, and the evening seemed too precious to disturb. Its happiness is inseparable from vulnerability. Cherish understands what young hearts could not express. Sometimes the love remembered longest was kept quiet, protected by silence, and carried forward alone. Number 11, Do You Believe in Magic by the Lovin Spoonful. A record player drops its needle, and youth feels enchanted again. The Lovin Spoonful released Do You Believe in Magic as their debut single in 1965, taking it to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. John Sebastian found inspiration after watching a young girl dance at New York's Night Owl Cafe. Realizing a new generation was discovering the band. Its rhythm also owed something to Motown's heat wave. Maybe your moment happened beside a bedroom radio, in a friend's basement, or at a dance where nervous teenagers forgot to feel awkward. One beat could change the room, turning strangers into companions. And an uneventful night into a memory that survived for decades. Music seemed miraculous because it asked for belief before experience. It opened a door, pulled you through, and made ordinary life shimmer for the length of a song. Number 12, Let's Dance by Chris Montez. Nothing complicated is required. only a beat, a polished floor, and courage to cross the room. Chris Montez released Let's Dance in 1962, and it reached number 4 in America and number 2 in Britain. Written and produced by Jim Lee, it proved so durable that a European reissue returned it to the charts a decade later. The opening bars bring back crowded record hops, gymnasium speakers, and friends clapping as someone attempted the newest steps. Perhaps you pretended to know what you were doing while counting silently and hoping your feet would cooperate. Nobody demanded perfection. The missed steps, laughter, and hurried invitations were part of the evening. Some memories endure because they changed our lives. Others remain because, for one carefree night, nothing needed to change. There was music, there were friends, and being young was enough.
We are but in moments of sunlight, fading in.
Number 13, Get Together by the Youngbloods.
Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody.
As the decade approaches its final chapter, joy becomes gentler and more communal. The Youngbloods first released Get Together in 1967, but it stalled at number 62.
Some may come and some may go. He will show.
After appearing in a public service message promoting brotherhood, it was reissued in 1969 and climbed to number 5, becoming the group's only top 40 hit.
When the one that left us here returns for us.
Chet Powers, also known as Dino Valenti, had written it earlier. You may recall guitars appearing after sunset, voices blending around a campfire, or conversations about the world your generation hoped to build.
Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody.
The song belonged to shared meals, church basements, college lawns, and peaceful gatherings where kindness seemed capable of changing history. Some of that optimism may appear fragile now, but its warmth remains. Even when harmony feels distant, the desire for it can draw people closer, and sometimes longing for peace is where peace begins. Number 14, Midnight Confessions by the Grassroots. Night settles over the countdown, and the music turns toward feelings daylight could not safely hold. Midnight Confessions reached number 5 in 1968, becoming the Grassroots' biggest American hit. Producer Steve Barry pursued a West Coast answer to Motown, while arranger Jimmy Haskell supplied the dramatic horns. The group initially worried the sound strayed from their established style. This belongs to empty roads, glowing dashboards, and thoughts that became louder after everyone went to sleep. It recalls wanting someone unavailable, rehearsing words that could not be spoken, and understanding that honesty might wound more deeply than silence. Perhaps the radio recognized what no friend could understand. The 1960s were not only sunlight, dances, and crowded porches. They also contained private disappointments behind confident smiles. This record remembers the secrets youth carried, and the midnight hours when those secrets felt enormous. Number 15, Daydream Believer by the Monkees. At last, morning returns, turning ordinary life into one final burst of hope. Jon Stewart wrote Daydream Believer shortly before leaving the Kingston Trio, and Davy Jones gave it his beloved lead vocal. It reached number 1 in December 1967, remained there for 4 weeks, and became the Monkees' final American chart topper. It may bring back breakfast before school, an alarm clock across the room, or a young family beginning another day without realizing those routines would become precious. There were lunches to pack, bills to pay, and responsibilities waiting outside. Yet dreams survived inside those modest homes. Nobody photographed every morning because nobody knew how valuable they would become. That is why this song makes a fitting farewell. Happiness was rarely perfect or dramatic. Sometimes the good times were happening around the breakfast table before anyone knew to call them good.
Now you know how happy I can be.
These songs remind us that the 1960s were never stored only in photographs, yearbooks, or attic boxes. They remained inside sounds, a drum beat from a passing car, a kitchen radio harmony, or a melody following us through a school dance. They returned parents calling from another room, friends waiting at the curb, and hometown streets before they changed. Happiness comes first, followed by homesickness for the people beside us and the younger selves who believed there would always be more time. Which song carries you back most clearly? Share the memory it brings home. Subscribe to Retro Rewind for more journeys through music that still remembers us.